the total amount of crude oil we sell to foreign countries or exported is less. So which means the revenue we are receiving is also not as before. So the government will look for alternative, which is by taxing these companies and also taxing the employees themselves in the form of increasing fees and so on. So which means whenever government increases wages, definitely government will increase taxes. This will also now translate into what? Higher prices of goods and services.
Kin ga da wannan naira 100 a lokacin da na fara sana'a wannan naira 100 nake yanka ya zo 200 yanzu kin ga yanzu naira 500 ake sai da wannan.
When was the last time you saw a 5 naira, 10 naira, or even 50 naira note? It has probably been a while, right? But why is that? The scarcity and devaluation of the Naira have made life increasingly difficult for many Nigerians. In recent months, people across the country have struggled to get lower denomination Naira notes, from 5 Naira to even 100 Naira, which was essential for everyday transactions like buying food and paying transport fares. Now, these notes are vanishing from circulation. Why are they disappearing? One major reason is that their value has eroded over time. Years ago, 5 naira or 10 naira could buy a sachet of water or some sweets, but that is no longer the case. Today, those same notes are practically worthless in the face of rising prices.
Like 5 years ago, 50 naira, 5 naira, 10 naira, you can get it, 20 naira, you can get it. But now, each of it now is 100 naira.
As the cost of even basic items has gone up, the need for smaller denominations has dropped significantly. In fact, the Naira has lost 99.98% of its value since 1973 through inflation.
I can't remember when last I see even 20 naira.
Back then, the 20 naira note had the purchasing power of over 10,000 naira in today's terms. Even the 1,000 naira note introduced in 2005 was worth nearly 11 times more than it is today. To put it in perspective, one would need approximately 5,300 of today's naira to equal the purchasing power of just 10 naira from 1973. A recent small-scale survey and poll conducted by Human Angle highlighted this growing scarcity. Of the 77 respondents, 55.4% said they either could not remember the last time they used lower denomination Naira notes or had not used them in over a year. On X, 79.7% of participants stated that they could not recall the last time they handled such notes. But inflation isn't the only reason. Another key factor is what the Central Bank of Nigeria calls seigniorage loss, a situation where producing the notes costs more than their actual face value. To avoid loss, the CBN has deprioritized their redesign and circulation. Human Angle has created an interactive dashboard through which we have visualized what inflation has looked like between 1973 and now, and how it has impacted the availability of the Naira notes. We were able to visualize that 20 Naira in 1973 had the purchasing power of 1,060 Naira in today's reality, and what it means for the purchase of eggs, rice, and bread.
Elephant blue detergent, just one packet washes so many clothes.
We've seen this happen before. Kobo coins and the 1 Naira note have been withdrawn from circulation since 1973 after losing over 90% of their value.
Deep Blue Detergent Bar lifts out dirt and stains easily.
I could remember during that period, the value of the Naira started declining and people decided not to, accept these coins.
Naira 20 yanzu in kika ban naira 20 in ba sadaka zan da ita ba ban san me zan da ita ba saboda ko.
Today, the 100 Naira note has also lost 99% of its value since it was introduced in 1999.
A'a, ko mutane gaskiya ba su cika neman naira 100 ba, sai dai in kamar an fidda kuɗi ne mutum zai ba da canji shine za ka sami canji haka he ka ba da cikin kuɗin da aka fidda.
Could it soon face the same fate?
Ina rabu da ganin su gaskiya daga 100 sai 200.
The cost of production is high because of the withdrawal of this fuel subsidy. Cost of production has increased. Companies, spend a lot of money in generating electricity and so on. Whenever they fail something in the process of producing something, they are going to now transfer this burden to the consumers.
Meanwhile, the CBN has introduced foreign exchange reforms aimed at allowing the Naira to trade more freely in an effort to attract foreign investment and stabilize the economy. For many Nigerians, however, these reforms feel distant from their daily struggles. Their money no longer stretches as far as it once did, and even accessing cash has become increasingly difficult. Whether buying food, paying for transport, or withdrawing money from a POS agent, people simply hope for a little more ease in their daily transactions. For now, though, things are only getting more challenging.